It is Bathsheba Smithen. It's your girl Bathsheba Smithen, and I am excited that you guys decided to join me for this mini concert. It is a spoken word, an extensive spoken word piece, even though it's a mini concert, but it is nonstop, and it is just to as an appeal to unify us, since we've been experiencing a lot lately in terms of just the election and the coronavirus. There's just a lot of chaos, and I know a lot of people are dealing with anxiety right now with the pandemic on top of another pandemic. The whole Black Lives Matter movement and the police brutality, and then even officers being shot down. There's just a lot happening in our world. We have SARS going on in Nigeria. We have over in Turkey, people being persecuted. And so I wanted to write this piece to just, or to bring together these pieces to appeal to you for a sense of peace. And it's a clarion call for us to rise up and decide to be unified. So I hope you enjoy it. It's kind of like an emotional roller coaster. It starts off with the exposition, as I would tell my students. You see the beginning, and then you get to the climax, and then we get that resolution. So I look forward to chatting with you guys in the chat after the piece is over. I can't talk during the piece because, as I said, it's nonstop. So I got my two interns right here running the camera in the background. My niece Taionna is in the background running the camera, and I got my daughter Zoe over there running the music. Y'all give it up for them. They give it up for themselves. All right, let's get started. Chaos looms, and this world is filled with angst. Sorry, there are no breaks, no pauses. Action's noise will become a nuisance crawling on the backs of nooses that have now come in the form of broken taillights, riots, hoodies, Skittles, CDs, and trash bags. Hatred loaded with names on it like Sandra Bland, Trayvon, Alton, Castile, and badges seen as target practice where an eye for an eye becomes real. Garofalo, Matthew, Jackson, all senselessly killed by the blind. Headlines, headlines. Color war erupting in the streets with no stop signs, just rear views on 5, 6, 7, and any time o'clock historical news. Repeating itself, repeating itself, repeating itself. Like 1963 Birmingham 4 and 2015 South Carolina 9. Baltimore creating gray skies and giving every black Freddy nightmares. Placing our lives in a chokehold of despair. I can't breathe. Who are we? Who are we, the shallow beings influenced by trends and others? Is who we claim to be who we truly are? Are we products of a need to rebel for fear of being rejected? Or sycophants for wanting to be accepted? See, I am radical for my cause and would tell it all to say how I feel and think. Write it down in ink and then dispense it to the public. Won't tuck it in the back of my mind to have the world chime in and agree and applaud me for staying in this grace. What is this place? Disgruntled by race and culture, vultures seeking to devour the very nature of human beings. We lean on the things that people say to affirm that it's okay. Don't you agree? Great. Shh. Can you hear it? Can you hear the sounds of the crowds closing in on your person? Knives in your back, under attack, your identity wanting to surface, yet malpractice surgeons refurbish old information to dissect the current pages of your life with a knife called envy. They're not guilty enemies who haven't been tried, caught in their lies and veiled disguise, at which point you find yourself surprised because you thought in your mind that y'all were cool, when really you were just a means to an end wearing rose-colored lace because they never liked you in the first place. In which case, misplaced trust is brushed on your canvas. Frantic, you damage every social interaction with the synaptic impaction that leaves you divided like fractions because you can only give half of yourself now. And every personal pronoun resounds like the impound crushing in on your hard drive, so you simply hide to stay alive and revise the notes to your melody. I never thought that I would have an adversary and an ally looking through the same set of these eyes, and when I look in the mirror, I realize greatness falls like a blanket and rests on your shoulders. I need to be free. I need to be free from chains that reign like Nazis in Germany, where the Aryan race are those who believe leaving my job would be hurting me. I need to be free. I need to be free from the shackles that tackle my promises, sometimes to strain that character called logic and welcome allies of truth and grace. I want to be great. You're misfit, trying to make sense of your different success with opinions because you missed the fits when they tried to enlist you into their armies, and your misfits of rage placed you in a cage with a group of spiritual zombies, and now you're walking with the dead, all of whom have pledged never to tell you the truth. Misfits, why do you find credence in the egregious nature of those who surround you, comfortable in the crowds who confound you and drown you out? Are you seeking to be invisible? Because I know a God who sees you can do that without making you feel miserable. And a literal transformation as he places you in the formation of his resemblance. And the images that of an eclipse where the sun covers your darkness turn deliverance. Christ himself enters inside. You no longer have to fight to stay alive. He understands that you misfit your trust in the dust called God's creation, when your deepest issues lie in the places of impatience, and God's grace is sufficient. For your witness will be placed in the space that fits your purpose. Your misplaced anger now serves as a resurgence of your identity, surging into those without power, restoring with the cankerworm ate, or with the locusts tried to devour your empowered like delicate flowers, arrayed in beauty, pollinating the world with particles that were never meant to truly fit in anywhere. Misfits. Who are you? I was born for this mission, sitting in destiny's palms. Now fate awaits and purpose is making long distance calls. For this cause, I'm moving distance, because this stance is required. And this trance are the underpants of those corrupt by liars. Be inspired by the fire that burns from the sun's rays. Amazed and honored to have a trail that I can shade, have blaze. Say a page in a book will forever sit alone. If your mind is wrapped in ignorance, the truth won't have a home. Stand alone for the truth. Put the work in. Go ahead and read. Destiny is waiting and will meet you when she finds you. Believe greatness. Greatness falls like a blanket and rests on your shoulders. Soldiers folded in the creases of your insecurities, fighting for the liberty and litany of thoughts and energy and motion. It is the elixir and potion from past hurts and emotion, breeding smoking tokens of his presence, found in the essence of your emotions and characteristics, lyrics played out by your spirit. It is dimension. It is the factor that activates comprehension. When nothing in your life makes sense in the midst of complexities, but greatness is the question. You are the answer, and it's jeopardy. And in the mental gems of confusion, your obstacles are only optical illusions, giving conclusions and glimpses of what it is meant to be, served through the word called you. You, this evolving statement of greatness. Every walking word is a verb that is distributed to the masses, whether it links or transitions, is based on semantics. Some would say it's magic, how they lavish at your antics, but your fabric is not a graphic created to force a habit of being objectified, nor are you an item to be perused. You must move to serve your greatness. Exercise with fitness is added to the equation. You see, the moment you move, you begin overcoming history's pages, your present and future combined. You begin writing the sequel to your beginning so that you can have never-ending fairy tales. So sleeping beauties, arise. No longer will greatness be frozen in time. Let it go. The past can't hold you back anymore. Destiny wants to hook you onto the shores of identity to have you entering truth and never landing in mediocre territory, to pan out a future of triumph and glory as long as you tinker with liberty's veil, because your giant is coming down. The big bad wolf wants to blow down your bodily house before your magic carpet takes from the ground, and you take flight with the rest of the Arabian Nights in spite of your struggle. So while your beginnings may have been humble, this little piggy is going to the market and not staying home. Rapunzel, stop talking about how tangled the situation is. Rushing through your issues and go get a comb. It is time to let down your hair. Quit saying you can't come out of it and create your own stairs. Stand fear in the face and build a bridge to Terabithia and get over it, because your word has the power to shoulder it. Make your 3 wishes. Geppetto will tell you if your nose is grown a few inches. There's always forgiveness the moment you make mention of a mistake. You seek to be great, you must let go. So hold up your light. Hold up your light. The night will not prevail. Hold up your light. We are the Holy Grail. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me for this mini spoken word concert. Stay up to date with what we're doing here at Cage Free Voices. We actually have a special announcement, and I'm going to talk about that in a second, but I just want to continue to encourage you to unite and to hold up your light in the midst of this chaos, because in the midst of chaos is when great people rise up to the occasion. Are you one of those people? I believe you are. So remember to tap into that part of yourself when things get tense, and to work alongside your sisters and your brothers in Christ, and your neighbors. Now, getting back to what I was saying about Cage Free Voices Online Learning, we're really excited to announce that on Friday, November 13th, we are releasing our learning management system on this Friday. Yes, Friday the 13th, November 13th, and we have something for everyone. So for kindergarten through 12th grade, those who need additional instruction, we specialize in increasing literacy levels. So we help students move 1 to 2 reading levels in 4 to 6 weeks. Not only do we focus on just on the literacy piece, we also focus on math, and all of our content is interdisciplinary, meaning we infuse other subjects in the reading content that we provide, so students are not just working on their literacy levels, which although that is the base of what we do, they also are exposed to other subject areas and they get to learn from culturally diverse and sensitive content. So we're really excited about that. If you're an adult, if you're looking for some professional development, we also will have online courses made available to you. So make sure you check those out on our new site, CFVonlinelearning.com. That's CFVonlinelearning.com. I'm really excited about it. Not only do we have the one-on-one instruction that's made available to K through 12 and the online courses, we also have Cage Free Voices Radio that is a part of this setup. So guys, I'm really excited. I'm thrilled, and we will be releasing on Friday. You will be able to, if you're interested in any one of these online courses, there will be 5 made available for the start of our learning management system for adults. Now for K through 12, we have quite a few different kinds of lessons, since we are interest-based and personalized. And so we're really excited about that. If you are interested in finding out more, make sure you check out CFVonlinelearning.com on Friday when we release the site. All right, guys, it's been great. I'm so glad that you joined me. Remember to see yourself even if the world is blind. Reflect, connect, and transcend every internal and external barrier that will try to cage your voice. Remember, be cage free. Peace.